What's up, everyone? This is Movie and Game Lover 98, and today I'll be reviewing the Nintendo 64. Yep, Nintendo's very first 3D cell animation graphic console, released back in 1996. Especially because, well, in a couple months it'll be 29 years old at the end of September this year, 2025. I decided to do it. So, yep, let's get started, and I hope you guys enjoy this review on the N64. So we all know the Nintendo 64 released back in 1996 in North America on September 29th, 1996. Yep, as we all know, it was, released with two pack-in, launch games of this system. That would be Super Mario 64 and Pilot Wings 64. And yeah. So I'll explain how this console works. Basically, let's look at the back of it first, since it's on my TV stand. This is where you plug in your AC adapter, which is a very large power supply. And this is where you plug in your AV cables. Or as me, I have the little adapter that connects it through HDMI to my television. But there is a way you can basically, unplug it. Well, not unplug it, but basically unscrew it to put the cool mod to make it play better in HD on your modern HD television. And you got the nice branded Nintendo logo. And this is the flap, to basically where you put your game cartridges in. And these vents right here are basically to prevent it from catching an overheating problem. There's your power switch to turn it on or off. Flip it up to turn it on, and flip it downwards to turn it off again. And here's your reset button. And this is the memory expansion, slot to basically put either your jumper pack or the expansion pack to play these kinds of N64 games. Say, for instance, Majora's Mask, or Donkey Kong 64, or even Perfect Dark. But for other games, they're not really needed, like, say, Super Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Smash Bros. 64, and even the two Mario sports games, like golf and tennis, for the N64. And right here, you've got your N64, or Nintendo 64 logo, which is branded on most game boxes and on their cartridges, which is kind of nice, which I kind of like. And right here in the front, there's, this bumpy hill design that they designed for this console. You got 4 controller ports. You can plug up to 4 players. If you're playing 4-player games like Smash Bros. 64, Mario Parties 1, 2, and 3, or Mario Golf, or many other Nintendo 64 games that play with up to 4 people. And the way that they're designed to plug into your console, it's simple as this. You basically take one of your N64 controllers, for example, this gray one, that's actually going to be my next review I do, is review the Nintendo 64 controller, actually. And you plug it into this port, but make sure it's plugged in firmly before, turning it on, otherwise the Nintendo 64 will say there's no controller connected. And you just plug it in like that. And right here's this little symbol that says the N64 is turned off or turned on. And then, basically, if there's no light, that means it's turned off. But if there's a red light, that means it's turned on. So yeah. So anyways, the Nintendo 64 is a really great console. I think the design of the console looks nice. The design looks nice. The Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's these cool feet that keep it sturdy in place. And everything else is just nice. So anyways, yep, I think if I had to rank the Nintendo 64, in my personal opinion, the console itself, I would say I would rank it a 10 out of 10. Because of its nice design and its cool features that it has and other things you can do. So yep, to all you guys out there, I recommend you guys trying out the N64. It's a really great late 90s video game system from Nintendo, competitive with its competition, the Sega Saturn and the Sony PlayStation 1. So anyways, yep, this has been my review on the Nintendo 64 console, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and next up will be my review on the Nintendo 64 controller. So yep, stick around for that review actually coming up in the next video, guys. So yep, this has been my review on the Nintendo 64, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it. And stick around for my next review on the Nintendo 64 controller. So yep, stick around for that video coming up next, guys.